Hello everyone and welcome back to another Train Sim 2 video. Now today is the Class 38 stock takeover. I suppose, you know, something's happened to the 72 stock, the 38 stock somehow replaced them, so here we are today in the wonderful Island Line livery. I didn't bother making the London Transport one. I thought, you know, the Island Line, they've come over from there again, back to here, back to their roots under London. So we're taking the service as far as Queen's Park today. So without further ado, let's hop in, and I think we are ready to go straight away. Hopefully everyone's having a good Monday. If you're watching on release day, get the door shut and off we go. Let's go. Right, I'm looking forward to this because last time I did this I got a blue screen, so we might get a blue screen, and if we get a blue screen then you'll know why the recording has been cut short. Off we go. I wanted to do this for quite a while. Now we're finally doing it. It's gonna be good. In fact, I'll turn on the cab light. Yeah, I'll turn on the cab light. Yeah, because I know we'll get some people saying, why don't you turn on the cab light or whatever. There we go. Plus it probably is quite hard to see if you are watching, obviously, in the day. And yeah. I only got up to 25 shortly, I believe it is. Yes, yeah, so we're an all-stopper to Queen's Park. The lights at the front of this are, yeah, much more powerful than the 72 stock. Obviously, the 38 stocks did, well, the 483s did actually used to be 38 stocks on the underground, which is cool. So I mean, what we're doing right now is actually quite realistic. I don't know what sets they ran in, maybe sets of 4 or 6. Not really too sure if anybody can, obviously, well, if anybody does know. Did they run as 2, 4 or 6 cars? Probably not 2 cars, but maybe even 8 cars. I swear the acceleration on this is much better than the 72 stock. Right, coming into Lambeth North. The brakes on this are good. Right here at Lambeth North. Yeah, so somehow these have come across from the Isle of Wight back to, well, back on the tube, just for, you know, I suppose a day. Obviously they haven't had time to repaint them or anything. It's good though, doesn't it? Obviously another thanks to Pete, Pete888 UK, and our fellow mods for obviously getting the Island Line writing on us. And we are clipping through a little bit, aren't we? Yeah, not too good. Back in there. Let's Waterloo next. So we can open that up as well. So we could go for a little wander in the tunnel if we really wanted to. Right, off we go. Let's slow down a little bit. So you got the bit up to London Road up there, London Road Depot. We are off. Yes, it's fairly slow at this point. Doesn't too much. I think my favourite part of the underground section probably is above Baker Street. Well, actually no, above Regent's Park, because after that it goes proper fast in the tunnels, and so you can whiz into stations at a much higher speed, which is quite a bit of fun. Obviously we'll see that once we get up there. Obviously we are doing this in off the rails mode, so obviously the 483s don't have fourth rail anymore, they've got third rail. So you can't actually do this in service mode or that off the rails mode, but it's all good. And as we are on the Bakerloo, what is it? I mean, do you still drive the Bakerloo a lot on the game, or have you kind of, you know, a bit bored of it? I would like to know, because I don't really drive this as much now. I mean, I've almost got bored of it in a way. I drive it so much, and now I just don't really do it much. But still, I mean, this is a fantastic route. Obviously, dot matrix, a proper up to standards TSW2 route. But I mean, I just don't do it much. So what do you guys do? Do you do this route much now? And obviously, once South Eastern High Speed comes out, I'll literally have my two routes: South Eastern High Speed and East Coastway. There'll be a lot of streams of just them two routes. I mean, in terms of German routes, I reckon commute to Augsburg is probably my kind of go-to route now in terms of a German route, which is good. Right, it'll be embankment next. Let's get going. We can get a bit of speed along this bit. Obviously not straight away, but it does speed up. There's a 25 and it will go up to 30 eventually. There we go. And in fact, you might see a bit of kind of a stutter. That's because I'm going to save this clip and then record another one in case we do get a blue screen. So you might notice it moves forward a little bit. There you go, you might have noticed we did skip a little bit ahead in the tunnel. That's because I did a separate clip there. Right, I should be able to up to 30 now. As we whiz into Embankment Station. There was the 30 board just there. The acceleration on these things are amazing. And the brakes are decent as well. It would be quite cool if you actually did have this in service mode. There was an option where you could get this in service mode. That would be quite fun. We'll just pass the monitor, that's all good. And it's Charing Cross after this. So we're now under the Thames, obviously on the north side. Let's just gotta wait. And if you're watching this far into the video, put let's think, put 006 006 in the comments. People will be like, oh, what you on about? But put that. If it's not as fast load times. Right, let's get going. 30 the whole way to Charing Cross. Just fun. It's going up. Right, 30 already. Much quicker than 72 stock. I suppose it's kind of imitating us on third rail at the moment. I suppose that might have more power than fourth rail. I think it does. I think fourth rail is 630 volts and third rail is 750. So we will get more of a kick. Right, it's just Charing Cross. I'm still a bit annoyed though. Put it in the comments if you are too. The way we can't do this manually. Even if we, I don't know, we just. There was like some kind of interactive right here, how I'm looking now, and we could just kind of change the board. Or even if we could flip that down, and there was some kind of lever in there, or something, where we just click on it, and then we can move it to what we want. There's anything. Even just by doing that, like how it is now, click on it, and it comes up with the options about where we want to go. And have one in there. Door shut, Piccadilly Circus next. Full speed, even though it's 20. Well, it will be 20. There's a 20 board. It's quite windy up to Piccadilly Circus. But we'll get there. Go. around to the left and we'll be into the station, I believe. Here's the station. Don't lose much power as well coming up into here. That's alright. Love this little bit at the end here. Someone was saying it wasn't actually realistic or something. There was some kind of problem with it. Oh, we have got AI on the line. Where's the nearest AI service? Oh, it's already past us. Oh, didn't notice that, didn't hear it at all. Where's the next one along? I know I did say a couple more. We got one there. I don't know. There's one already past us. Have two already past us? No. No, we have one there that passed us. Right, didn't even notice. Right, there's Oxford Circus after this. Let's get going. Off we go. There we go. It goes up to 30 eventually. Just need to get around these corners. Still 20 at this current moment. Yeah, so the headlights on the 38 are definitely more powerful than obviously the 72 stock, but I suppose that they might have been the same as the 72 stock long ago. Obviously when they got refitted, I suppose they might have been made a bit more powerful for obviously proper, you know, national operation. Something like that. Right, going up to 30. It's quite straight along this bit. I mean, has anybody in real life actually been on a 38 stock? And have you been on a 38 stock on the underground? I'll be interested to see the comments. And I know sometimes they do rail tours of the 38 stock on the underground. But has anybody actually watching actually been on a 38 stock when they were in service? Because I think they got sent to the Isle of Wight in 1988. So I mean, we might have a few people who have actually been on one of these when they're on the tube. Even if it wasn't on the Bakerloo. Have you been on one of these when it was actually in service? And I've been on one, but that was on obviously the Isle of Wight. So I mean, that doesn't really count, that's more just a 483. Here we are. And then it's Regent's Park after this. It goes fairly quick after this. And you might notice a little kind of jump ahead as I'm going to save this again. There we go. Let's get the window open. Listen to the sound of the motors. There we go. Would have been nice to see some of these working. Even if, you know, you can just flick them, but they don't actually really do anything. It's still nice to get that in. Right, Regent's Park next. So it's 20, it goes up to 30. There we go. Looking out for the 30 board now. You got to concentrate on this, because I mean you only see it for a split second, then it's gone. So you can kind of tell it won't be 30 on this kind of bend here. There's the 30 board. Get that up, there we go, almost there now. And we should be whizzing into Regent's Park. Lovely. Yeah, so another question. If Dovetail ever made another underground line, what underground line would you like to see? I mean, personally, I would like to see the Metropolitan line, because either the Met or the Districts. I think probably more the Metropolitan. I think quite a lot of people want that as well. As it's been done on Train Sim, I think it would be a good addition. But I mean, I don't really want a new underground line straight away. Probably not this year. If anything, I'd want them to do it, say, next TSW game. It would be nice to get some actual modern, overground, full-size kind of British routes, because at the moment, the only kind of proper, modern, up to TSW2 standards route we really have is East Coastway. Now, I know I'm going to get comments saying, oh, what about Great Western? But I mean, that's set 5 years ago. It's obviously not completely up to date. I've got the IETs and pantographs and all that kind of stuff. And it's just not really up to TSW2 standards. And it's diesel. It'd be nice to get some proper overground electric routes. As I mean, obviously I want to be a train driver in a couple of years. And obviously East Coast I already did help, because that's one of the routes I could actually be possibly driving on. As I'll probably be working for Southern. So it'll be nice to get some more kind of, modern ones. And if you're watching this right into the video, put Regent's Park into the comments. I'm going to go up to 30 along this section, which we're already at. And you go around the bend, which just does not feel like you should be 30 miles an hour. If anything, it feels you should be going 20 around here. I still don't understand why it is 30. Oh, I had another service. I mean, look at this coming into here, 30 miles an hour. It's a proper tight corner as well. Here we are. Baker Street. And after this it goes really, really quick. So it'll be Warwick Avenue after this. No, not Warwick Avenue, I'm getting ahead of myself. It'll be Marylebone. I think it was Paddington. So fairly similar in design. I'll just wait a bit longer. Lovely. Really fast along this section coming up. 35, which obviously ain't really fast, but for a tube line that's quite quick. And the speed up. If you're wondering what those spur lines are, what come off after Baker Street, I believe they were the old Bakerloo line, because the Bakerloo line used to go up to Stanmore, which obviously now is on the Jubilee line. So that's where they go. So I don't actually know. I don't know if anybody knows. I don't know. Have they ever, well, say, I know, the line from Baker Street to Queen's Park was closed. Have they actually run a Bakerloo line up, with the Jubilee line? They ever done that? I don't know if it's sealed off now up there, but... Or have they run a Jubilee line train down here? Or something like that. So obviously you could make use of these bits here. So it says on the southbound side you wouldn't be able to stop at Baker Street unless there's a platform here. Right, it's Edgware Road next. Doesn't even press down, does it? No, it doesn't even press down. Let's go. Next bit's fairly quick as well, 35. I'm already at 35. Okay, I'm kind of whizzing into here. At 35. It feels like I'm going really quick. Oh, okay, yeah, we did go a bit too quick. Just a tad. But the passengers will still be able to get off at the platform. That's a good thing. Yeah, it's all good. I mean, it's not too bad. What's that, about a metre past? Yeah, could be worse. That's not too bad. Oh god, we can't get in now there. Could obviously have been a bit of a better stop though, but I mean, we're not actually that far past the stop anyway. How about? Right, Paddington next. Let's go. It's 30 and it'll go down to 20 coming into Paddington. And you'll know when it's 20 because you'll just kind of go off to the right. Now, I think the acceleration is better on this, but the brakes are definitely better on the 72 stock. Down to 20. Obviously it gives you a bit of time, because in real life drivers don't actually have to be down to 20 by the marker. As soon as they see it, come down to 20 there. So it's quite hard to judge where about a marker is when you're in a dark tunnel. This is Paddington. Oh god, don't go there. You might, just a little jump ahead again in the video because I'm gonna save that clip in case we get a blue screen. I know, we're at Paddington and they still haven't sorted the roundels out. Let me try and find one. Here, you see? Look, that is not in the middle. Dovetail. If you're watching, which you could be, Matt does apparently watch some of the bits on here. Please get that sorted. I do find it cool the way obviously the Rosa line here, which will be coming to the game. And so we got a Matt as well. Matt says you should come to Switzerland. Just giving page there. I wonder if it's actually that link actually works. I've tried that. Does that link work? I'm sure someone's probably tried it. Right, Warwick Avenue next. This is another fairly quick stretch. It's kind of the last, mate. This is the home stretch now. Up to 35. There we go. Let's coast along. It's quite far along to Warwick Avenue. Just after Paddington there are fairly big gaps between the stations. Yeah, probably almost there. Here we are now, coming into Warwick Avenue. Right, Warwick Avenue, after this we made a Vale. That's Kilburn Park, then Queen's Park. Oh. Right. Right, waiting to load up. What's this guy? You getting on? Whoa, that's blurry. Warwick Avenue for Little Venice. Now you're getting on, are you? No? Bit suspicious. Come right to the end of the platform doing something going off. Okay. Now he's drunk, right. Get that closed. And off we go. It comes down to 30. Still pretty quick though. Right, made the Vale. Now at 30. There's a fairly large gap as well to the next one. Yeah, but hopefully everyone is enjoying. If you are watching this, I'll put Warwick into the comment section. I'm sure we've got a few lovely people watching this far. I do appreciate everyone who has watched this far as well. Get along. Right, this is Maida Vale coming up. Lovely. Bring it down a bit. Here we are. Right, Maida Vale, and it's Kilburn Park, and then Queen's Park. Probably about 5 more minutes, and we'll be there. And you might notice it jump ahead, so I'm going to save it again. Come on, everyone, get on. It's a bit annoying the way you do have to wait a bit longer. So it's been 30 minutes, and usually it would take about this time to get to Queen's Park, so we've had to wait slightly longer for a fun to load on. None of these buttons work. No, doesn't look like it. Right, let's go in Kilburn Park. So Kilburn Park, then Queen's Park. Okay. Here we are. There's Queen's Park after this, obviously our last stop. Got 10,000 points for this, not bad. The reflection though, that does look good. And if anybody's wondering what we are on, because I know we'll get a comment PS4, PS4, Xbox, we are on the PS4 at the moment. It still looks amazing though, doesn't it? Still looks good. So about 30 seconds at each stop. Let's get going. Right, Queen's Park next. And that is it. Hopefully everyone has enjoyed today's video. Obviously if you are enjoying, you are new here, leave a like and leave a sub. If you've been here before, just leave a like. Awesome. Not too far until we see the outside world. It's not really a big gap between Kilburn Park and Queen's Park. Just feels long because of the 15 mph speed limit. I want to get the light off. Off. There. We're out, we made it. Made it through the tunnels. That's why you can actually hear the signals click on here. Here we are. Right everyone, that is it for today's video. Hopefully everyone did enjoy. I sure did. That was yeah, it was quite a lot of fun that. Obviously links in the description to the Discord server and to the PayPal if you do want to help support the channel. All funds will probably go towards the PS5 at this kind of stage of time. But yeah, that is it everyone. Thanks all for coming in and I hopefully will see you in the next one. Bye everyone and take care.